So I'm going to need a couple more planks. I've just set up down the side here and I'm around the front. So I've just picked up a couple more planks from home, so I'll be able to set up and run along the whole front of that to these balustrading. It's a slow process, but it's coming all right. It's actually working out pretty good. So we've still got all them to do, and we've got all the front to do.
I live my life on the run. I say I'm not giving up. I may be living alone, but I still believe in love. In a similar way, I feel I'm losing my conscience. Traveling for days without my...
Come home, you come from home and you're nice and clean, you smell good, and then you come in and you start sanding this crap. But I'll take these off. When I finish sand, I'll take these off and then I'll be back in my normal civvies again. So like I said, it's not lead, so that's a good thing. But it doesn't take long, as you can see. Really doesn't take long to sand and prep that. Now it's just a bit of basically hand work with your blade and scrapers and stuff like that. I've still got to get over to that area there yet, and then over the other side I'll be running the sander over there while I'm set up as well. And then we'll look at we'll do as much sand as we can. I've got all the verandas up there, all the handrails that still need sanding, and anything from up the top that I can do while I'm got my overalls on as well. So just finished a bit of sanding. I'm actually just having a break. Now I blew my other sanding pad out, so I had to make up another one, and I had to use my little Ryobi sander. And I've stripped all the handrails down. Actually haven't stopped. So this is what I'm using now. Very similar. Now we even go underneath there. Still got a little bit to sand yet, but strip it all back. I've got this ball to do yet. It's going to be fun. So this is how I'm doing these, and that's all done with the 4-inch. All with the 4-inch. I haven't even brought out a scraper or anything yet. Make sure you always have a sander in your truck, because you never know when you're going to need it, and it's going to save you so much work. Now I've got to go on the outside yet, so I'll have a bit of a look at what's on the outside, but not too bad. It's pretty well what it was like on the inside. Won't take me long to do it. Well, when I say won't take me long, it'll take me a while, but and then that'll be washed down, and then we can get on to the real stuff of making some money. Now all that other little bits in the corners and stuff like that, they all have to be picked out with a blade. Now I'm a bit of a mess, excuse me for looking a bit of a mess, but that's the way it is. You can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs. So I'll be on to, I'm just going to do a little bit on that ball. I thought I'd stop and give you a bit of a look about how I'm going to rip this ball down. Got to be careful, it's fragile, it's old.
I'm a renegade.
wouldn't recommend everybody has a go at that, but you know, once you get better and better with the sander, you can go have a bit of a shot at something like this. Still got a bit to go. Looks like they have fixed it in the past, but I'll work on that for the next couple of minutes, 5 minutes, and try and get a bit better out of it. 3 minutes later, but that's it. That's what I've just done, and there's that big piece of bog that they've fitted. I'll get some sandpaper now, and I'll rub that over. So don't be afraid to use a 4-inch sander. The more you use it, the better you're going to get. Okay. Now, obviously it's going to take a little bit of cleaning up, especially I'm not sure about this bog here, what's entailed there, but that's going to come up nice. When you finish sanding your balustrating, you can't actually get in all the little spots. Like down here, we've got some sections here that'll need scraping by hand. There's really no other way around it. That's loose, it needs to be fixed. Okay, so I'm going to show you a way. This is some that I've done. Okay, so you'll see the difference there. I'm going to show you the way that I actually do it, and works pretty good. What I'm using is a wire brush on a grinder. Fits in there perfect, and it gets in and cleans that out, cleans all the loose stuff out. You can also use it to actually go underneath here to clean those areas that you can't get to. You can use it to get those posts there as well. It'll actually strip off those areas down there, those areas. It'll actually strip the paint back. We used to use it 40 years ago. We used to use them to strip colorbond gutter. Well, it wasn't colorbond back then, it was just Sinkalum gutter. And we would use this before we actually painted it. So I have quite a few of those in my kit, and I'll show you what sort of job it does. Very, very important when you're dealing with wire brushes, right, because of the speed that they're on. Make sure you wear protection. So even gloves is not a bad idea. One of my problems here is we have bread loaf handrails, and they've actually have crazy cracking, and they're very drummy, so that they need to be stripped back. There's no way around them at all. You see where other people have just painted over them, but I'm not going to do that. You see that crazy cracking there? Okay, so it's all got to come off. So there's a couple of ways we can do this. One is with a heat gun and a scarson, which is shaped in that angle. I got a heat gun, but I don't have that scarson, and I just rang my local paint shop and he doesn't have it at all either. So what I'm left with, I've just done probably 20 meters of handrail, all in the last 15 or 20 minutes. Works bloody good actually. So this is how I'm doing it. I'm just taking it off. As you see there, it has to come off. We have no choice in it. It has to come off. You see there, I've taken that off. Now the trouble will be for me to do this and film at the same time, which will be bloody hard. So we've got this. Okay. I'm going to try and do it with one hand, okay? Now you wouldn't be able to do that on the pine handrails. These are hardwood, and that's why they're pretty good. Now I'm doing a little bit of damage to them, but once they've got a couple of coats of paint on, they'll be fine.